Now I'm recording. Okay, this is Judy coming to you from my scrapbook loft with a tutorial for the Memory Dex card box that I made. And I started this video once already, and I've already made a mistake. This is going to be the bottom panel, 10 by 5.5. The side panels are 10 and 1/16 by 5. I want it 5 inches tall. The end panel is 5.5 by 5. You're going to need some cardstock, some glue, some tape, your ruler, a pencil, and your cutting board. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is, as you can see, I already made a mistake. I was looking for the center. I was totally off by 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to find the center. Of the end pieces, and we're going to go up 1/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. That gives me room. This is where I want it. Now when you make your box, this is going to give you a general idea. When you make your box, you can put them where you want, if you want it lower or higher, however you want to do it. But I want mine at 3/4 of an inch because I'm making mine 5 inches tall. The cards are 4 inches. And I just want room so that when the cards come in, they're decorated. I don't want the lid rubbing the top of the card. So that's why I made mine 5 inches. And I'm using 3/4 of an inch already for the dowel rods. So that's going to put it up pretty close to 5 inches already. Alright, now I have a Rolodex cutout here, die cut. I have a Tim Holtz die cut for a Rolodex card, and it's 4 inches, so I'm going to put the ends at 4 inches, and that's going to give me the center of my, yeah, I've got it right this time, 2 3/4 on each side. And there we go. And where it's coming out, these little marks, these little places right here are coming out on the 1/2 inch. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw that little square, and then I'm going to cut that out with my crocodile big bite. And I did have it on the table on the first try of this video. I'm not attempting to cut this out with, I'm too lazy to cut it out with a knife and do a perfect job. So I use my big bite, and I hit each corner of that square. And there we go. And I'm going to mark inside panel, because I don't want to take a chance on getting that turned and it be out of whack. It shouldn't be because it's centered, but with my luck, it could get out of whack. So, and I'm not throwing this away. That's going to be covered with paper. Chipboard is way too expensive to throw away when you make a little mistake. So, there's that. Now we want our cutting board. This box I put together different than the card box, the other first box I made on here, because it opens differently. So I'm doing 1.5 strips. Oh, yeah, 1.5 strips. Just cut them all out at one time. That's a smaller piece, but don't throw that away. Now you want 2 pieces at 10 inches. Those you can throw away. Then you want 2 pieces at 5.5 inches. So we only need the 1 piece of paper. Okay. Now we need our scoring board. This is an embossing, like a tracing pen. Not a pen, but I don't know what to tell you it is. I've had it so long I don't even know what it's called. And I'm going to score these at 3/4. At 3/4 of an inch because they're 1.5. Get my bone folder out. Okay. Now we're going to put our tape on. I know this is tedious to watch, but I don't know how to pause that camera. I tried that when I made the enamel dots. That didn't work, so I had to do 2 videos on it. I am not a photographer. I am a crafter. But I guess in this feel we need to do both, don't we? We need to learn to do both. Anyway. When you do it all like this at one time, it's almost like an assembly line. I used to work in a sewing factory, and you learned how to make things go faster. Okay. Scissors. Okay. Alright. Now we get our panel here. Fold that back. Oh, I would drop it right under the camera. Place it on the edge. Box bottom. And we're going to do the other side the same way. Right on the edge. Okay. Now we're going to take these off. And put our end panel on. Now you know I had you to cut these at 10 and 1/16 for a reason. We're going to cover, let it hang over. Well, let's do this. Let's put our end pieces on first and you'll understand why I'm doing this. Yeah. I already got it off. Let it hang over just a hair dab. If you want to, pick one of your end pieces up. Lay it on the end, because what you want to do, what I like to do, is to bring my side panel up to the edge of this. It makes a crisp corner. Okay? And that means it just hangs over just a little bit on each end. Or you can do every other end, I mean. Still works. but I like to do each end. There we go. Just barely off of each end of your chipboard. It doesn't take very much to make it add up here or make it match. Getting it to move is the thing off that tape. Okay. Well, there's my timer. Means my 15 minutes is up. So I need to get off of here before that camera kicks off on me. And I will be back with part 2. And of course, you know, these are going to be a lot of videos. Probably about 10 again. Thank you all for watching. Hugs to you from me. Goodbye.